Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome back along to Hillside Farming. Welcome back along to Cornbrook Contracting. My name is Thomas, and I am here today in my lovely Massey with the beast of a Claas quadrant baler pulling along in tow. We are actually flying through some straw at the moment. This is one of the first fields that we've managed to get the straw into bale form, really picked off the ground. As you may recall, this is one of our last episodes we were actually on picking up, and it's gone quite well so far. But yeah, it was always never quite fit. When we cut it down, the bales were, or the wheat was perfect, ready to go. Been some very dry months here, so it's picked up nicely. But the straw was still a little bit green. A lot of grass in the bottom of it that just hadn't sprayed off properly. So we had to wait for a little while. Needless to say, though, we're going. And yeah, we'll get this all picked up pretty quickly, all being well. And then yeah, after this, it'll be on to the next task, which, all being well, we should be. I think we'll get this finished in the next couple of days. I'll certainly get this field finished. There's one more field just over the other side that I'll get onto. And that's just kind of done for the harvest for the time being. We're waiting for some spring crops to come in. Some spring wheat is probably going to be our next task, and that's still a little bit out. So we need to wait and see what we can do about that. And then from there on in, we'll be able to get cracking. But yeah, so there'll be some second cut silage on the horizon that we desperately need to get to after this. It's really dry now. There's not been a lot of good grass growth at all, actually, which is very worrying. So we need to see how much we can get off that. Likely not going to be much at all, though, unfortunately. But we will see. For the meantime, though, we're just cracking along. The old baler's singing along now, actually. It's really kicking along nicely. And no issues either, which is always delightful. Today we have Jamie and Dave, our cart and bales. We've actually got a little bit of a different tractor. You may recall that in the last episode there we had a T7 on trial. Well, we've got another T7 on trial, but this one has a front loader. So we're toying with the idea. Well, it's a bit of a big pile of straw. We're toying with the idea of putting a front loader onto the T7, because the Hanomag, as much as it's good, is not really ideal for cart and bales around. So that's what we're kind of thinking. So we thought, why not see if we can get a T7 with a low loader, with a front loader on, and just see how that kind of fares up, really. Which is exactly what we've done. So Jamie's having a bit of a drive with that, a bit of a play. And then Dave is going to be carting in the fast track again. So we'll see how that comes along. And after that stage, we'll make a decision, really, I think, on the New Holland, to see what we want to do with that. But yeah, for now, as you can see, I'm still horsing along here, making some great progress. What we might do quickly is just have a quick stop here. Oh, we'll get out and have a quick look see. We'll just slow the baler. Whenever I get out, I always stop the baler just for health and safety, really. We are in a bit of a need of a clean, that must be said. But as you can see, the quantity of straw varies in a lot of places. Sometimes there's a big thick swath, and other times there's not so much. There's a few spots where the straw was a little bit wet, so the combine actually got held up and had to stop. So we'll have to get through all of those. And there they are, the Chuckle Brothers. They've arrived. We'll let those guys crack on, and then we'll just keep getting ahead of them, really, I suppose. But yeah, this Massey handles this baler easily, actually, very comfortably, which is always nice. We'll take that swath there. It really doesn't feel it on here at all, which is fantastic from my point of view. And it just means that we're able to really surge on. We can put this baler onto either tractor, and it works very well indeed. So hopefully that will continue. The Massey, we're looking at putting the GPS onto here soon. We're definitely not going to be trading this one out anytime soon at all. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, other than that, everything is looking good there. We've had a few more hay baling jobs to do as well that we've squeezed in now and again. And then on top of that, like I say, we've got a big block of spring crops to come up as well. Just as soon as we can get over here. Good lord, that's a bit big. yeah, we didn't desiccate this field, so it wasn't sprayed off before it was harvested because we had a good block of intense heat that was really doing a good job for it actually, so we didn't have to worry too much about that. And then moving on from there, we had to just kind of leave it for a little while, which did mean that when we came to harvesting, it was a little bit green in the bottom still, so that's why we got stuck a few times. It's been on the floor now for about a week, just drying out, cooling off there in the breeze, and yeah, the weather's turning soon. I think we're going to have a little bit of rain in the next few days, so it was really kind of imperative that we got this all worked out first. We'll have to stop here over this bit. Excellent, pick that one up, that's lovely. So I'm missing every other swath out at the moment here, just to make a nice easy turn. We don't want to put the PTO shaft under any stress or strain, so that's why we're missing every other one. And we're flying through here. Shouldn't take us too long to get this field done at all. The next field over is only about 8 acres, it's tiny, so we'll get that one rattled out fairly quickly. So how are you all doing anyway? I hope you're all very well. I'd love to say, both on behalf of myself and Jamie, that we really do appreciate all of the lovely kind words we've received over all these episodes. It's very nice of you all. Hope you have enjoyed them. It really does seem like you have, and people want to see more, so we will continue to try and deliver as much as we can whilst we get cracking. Do let us know in the comments down below, both on my videos and of course on Jamie's videos, if there are anything else you'd like to see. Ooh, how am I going to get into that? It's going to be a little bit tight. Of course, Jamie's videos are hosted by Virtual Farmer. Mine are very kindly hosted by Simulation for the Nation. So if there is anything else you'd like to see, do drop a comment there and we'll always see what we can bring up. But yeah, soon there's going to be a little bit more work to do. There always is. It's going to start picking up, and geez, it won't be too long before we're back onto the autumn drilling for the winter crops. So that'll be quite something. Oh, there's another bale in the way. Excellent news. Oh, there he is. He's loving that new machine by the looks of things. Flying along. So we're going to keep rumbling through here. We'll get as many of as much of this field done as possible before we're going to kick across onto the little field of, actually I think it's a very early crop of spring barley, so we'll have to go and have a look at that. But yeah, we'll get this done and we'll come back to you when we've made a little bit more progress. We're flying through here now, folks. It looks like the bale carton team are really starting to get into the swing of things as well, which is fantastic to see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swaths left, I think, and we're making nice easy work of those as well. This part of the field is really quite thin, actually. There's not a lot of straw in this particular section, but it means it's dry. Did a moisture check on the bales before that, and they're coming in lovely and dry as well, so we don't need to worry about that at all. And yeah, they'll be stacked up in the yard before we know it. But we're covering everything we can, gathering up as much as we can, and yeah, I'll be out of this field very quickly, which is lovely to see. Always happy to be able to push on and move into a different area. Get that other little field done probably in about an hour or so as well, so then we'll get off this, get this job done, and I'm not sure what's next actually, like we say, but I think what we'll do is we'll get these few rows finished here, and then we're going to catch up with Jamie and just see how he's getting on. But yeah, like I say, it looks like he's maybe got a few more left to go on there actually, which would be great. The cart in a way, there's going to be a little bit of time to actually get this all carted out here. So it's going to take them some time. I think it's probably about a 20-minute one-way trip, so could take them a while to get back again. But that's why we've got the fast track here as well, to help speed up the process a little bit. Last swath for this field, and then we can safely say that's in the books. Bouncing around a lot in this cab at the moment. The ground's rock solid. You might see a little bit of shaking here. It's just the cab rocking around. It's really bumpy here for some reason. It's going to be impossible if we don't get any rain soon. It's going to be very difficult to work this land over, that's for sure. And just like that, that's this field done. Job well done as well. Alright then, so we're going to have to stop here. We just need to get rid of the bales out of the back of the baler, and then we'll be able to, yeah, we're going to have a chat with the boys. Excellent stuff. So we'll stop here and let's just go and see what they've, let's see if we've got rid of all those bales for a start. Yes, apart from the one that's not quite finished and that one hanging on the edge there, we're good. Excellent news. Okay, so it's going to be onwards for us into the next field. So what we'll do, we're just going to head on over to, yeah, we'll just sneak around Jamie's right hand side here, and we're just going to have a quick chat with him, see how he's getting on, I think. Where's he gone? Hello!
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad. How's it coming with you? You've made some quick progress with this.
Yeah, we're making good progress on it. We have had it's been interesting. I think the clutch is a bit high on this T7.
Oh really?
It likes to jerk forward a bit and then doesn't quite stop when you think it's going to.
Ah.
So
well, that's something we can get configured.
Might need a bit of adjustment, but otherwise, nice machine.
Nice. How do you find the loader on this? Because I've never really enjoyed using tractor loaders before. More of a telehandler man.
Not too bad. Yeah, but as you know, I was I was the other way around. Yeah, no, it's working quite well. And I go 3 high, I think, on here, and then send Dave off to go and see if they can get these unloaded.
Lovely. Well, there's quite a light patch of straw in the far corner, so there's not a lot of bales over there. So I'm sure you can just get them stacked up in the field or something while Dave's away, and then I'm going to go and head off down to that other little kind of 6-8 acre field just down the hill there, the spring barley straw. I'll get that rattled out, and then I'll be away home. Excellent.
Well, yeah, I'll continue off here. I think for my my vlog today, I'm gonna get the trailer filled up and end at that point. So
lovely stuff. Alright then. Well, you crack on, enjoy it, and I shall see you. Well, when you're done, I'll be down the field to just swing in, and it's not going to take me long to do that field at all, really. So I won't be here too much longer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I will catch you in a bit.
Lovely stuff. See you back at the yard. Alright then. My, that's almost a nice sunset under there. Look at that. Beautiful. Anyway, onwards we go. Let's just get that all tidied up here. That's lovely. And we are away. Yeah, it's not going to take us too long to do this field. There's even less straw down here, to be honest. So we'll have to have a look at that. But really not a lot for us to go at. But that being said, the old combine's still here. We need to take that away at some point. But yeah, we just haven't got anywhere else to go at the moment, so we thought we'd just leave it here. Wouldn't do any harm. There we go. And we're off. Excellent stuff. So we're going to crack on. We'll get pushed through here. Really not a lot of stuff, material for us to run at here, but that's not the end of the world. It's super dry, this stuff as well. It's been down for a day or so, but it's been a real hot bacon day. When we came into this barley as well, it was already quite desiccated before we even got into it. The bed, like the floor of the crop was really clean and dry, so it hasn't had to stay down the ground for anywhere near as long, which is good news from our perspective. And it just means we can get this all rattled up and baled up straight away. There's going to be quite a demand for straw this year, I think, because there's not a lot of straw around. So, yeah, all of our clients are just asking us to bale up everything we can, really, at the moment. So we'll continue doing that until there's nothing left for us to bale. And at that stage, we'll call it a season. But yeah, maybe next year we might look at something a little bit more modern, because this baler's doing well, but we could maybe knock out a few more. We can't go quite as fast, I don't think, with this baler as perhaps we could something a little bit more modern, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. For now, though, as always, we just keep grinding on and get and clear what we can. There's a bit of a bump there. I'm gonna have to go over. Lovely stuff. Nice and easy. But yeah, the combine so far has worked really well. After that service before we started there, it hasn't needed touching at all. So that's fantastic to see. Oh, and it's parked in the way though. I'm gonna have to skip that bit out there. Glorious. We'll take it that way. Lovely. But sometimes some of these bales catch on the back of the sledge and hook off sideways, which I need to kind of figure out why it's doing that. But might just need a little, I don't know, perhaps an afternoon in the workshop to figure that one out. But if that's a rainy day job, and like I say, right now we don't have any of those, so we'll see what we can do with that later. But yeah, at the moment then we're just gonna kind of let it be. Actually saw somebody recently. I was driving back from a parts run actually, and buying some grease and things, and saw a local farmer's baler actually on fire, which was not a great sight to see. These things do get quite hot when they're working in the field there, and all it takes is grease to get into the wrong part, or to rub on like a belt or a PTO shaft, and then you're in a world of trouble from there. And I think that must have been what's happened actually. So we did offer our services to them just to kind of bail them out from no pun intended, but bail them out from a tricky situation. So we'll have to wait and see if that materializes or not. But it did not look pretty at all. Ooh, get over there. There we go. Come on, crack on. Excellent stuff. So we are going to finish up this field here, and then by the time we get that done there, we should be able to call it a night pretty quickly. But we will leave this here as well now, so thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe to both Simulation Forward Nation and Virtual Farmer to make sure you kind of keep up to date with both sides of our story here. And there'll be plenty more videos and vlogs coming in the not too distant future. Lots of harvest left to go. After that, lots of seeding and drilling throughout the autumn. So there'll always be plenty to watch, so do make sure you come and join us to see what's going on. But for now though, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I have been Thomas, and I've been here along with my business partner Jamie. So until next time, from the pair of us here at Cornbrook Contracting, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, and we will see you in the next one. So until then, catch you all later.